In a shocking turn of events, Carole Middleton, mother of Catherine, Princess of Wales, has stepped out of the shadows and made a bold move that no one saw coming. Known for her calm and discreet demeanor, Carole has never been one to engage in public feuds, especially with the royal family. But recent developments have forced her hand. The normally composed mother of three has stunned everyone with an unexpected fiery move against Queen Camilla, a move that threatens to change the dynamics within the royal family forever. Once content to remain behind the scenes, Carole Middleton is now in the spotlight, exposing secrets and causing a stir among royal watchers. It all started quietly, with a series of subtle jabs and passive-aggressive comments, but the tension has reached a boiling point. The royal family, who has long been known for its commitment to discretion, is now at the center of a drama that threatens to disrupt the carefully constructed facade of unity. When Kate Middleton, now the Princess of Wales, first became involved with Prince William, Carole Middleton worked hard to fit her family into the royal fold. She played her cards right, always polite, always presentable. She was a mother who wanted nothing more than to see her daughter happy and settled in her royal life. But as the years went by, things started to change. Behind the smiles and the photo ops, sources suggest that there were underlying tensions between Carole and Queen Camilla, the wife of King Charles III. While the Queen consort may have acted friendly in public, insiders reveal that she wasn't thrilled about Kate's background. The Middleton family, despite their success in business, was never part of the old money aristocracy that had been part of the royal world for centuries. This difference in background may have rubbed Camilla the wrong way, creating a subtle divide between the two women. It started small, a remark here, a cold stare there. The Queen consort, reportedly, would often make passive-aggressive comments about how things were done in the old days, a thinly veiled jab at Carole and her family, who were perceived as outsiders in royal circles. But Carole, ever the picture of grace, kept her emotions in check. She didn't react publicly, but the resentment was building over the years. By the time Kate and William's wedding was approaching, things had become even more complicated. Carole, like any mother, wanted to be involved in the planning of her daughter's big day. But Camilla, a woman with years of experience navigating royal life, reportedly saw this as an encroachment on her territory. The Queen consort believed it was her role to oversee everything related to the royal family, and Carole's involvement was seen as stepping on her toes. What ensued were reports of cold exchanges, tense meetings, and subtle power plays, all behind closed doors. As the years went by, the relationship between Carole and Camilla continued to deteriorate. What started as subtle jabs escalated into a full-blown power struggle. The Queen consort, reportedly, tried to limit Carole's access to Kate and the grandchildren, using her influence to control who was invited to certain royal events. But Carole was not one to back down. She stood by her daughter, offering support and making sure that Kate didn't feel isolated or sidelined in the royal fold. What truly set things off, however, was when the Queen consort attempted to influence Kate's role as a royal. Sources claim that pressure was applied to get Kate to take on more traditional royal duties, to conform to the mold of the reserved, subservient royal wives of the past. But Carole, ever protective of her daughter, was not having any of it. She didn't raise Kate to be a shrinking violet, and she wasn't about to let anyone, not even the Queen consort, change who Kate was. Finally, Carole Middleton reached her breaking point. After years of enduring subtle slights and exclusion, she decided to speak out. In a bold move, Carole revealed details about the Queen consort's behavior, exposing the years of tension that had been simmering under the surface. This was a moment that shocked royal insiders. Carole had always been the epitome of discretion, a woman who preferred to keep family matters private. But this time, she felt compelled to share her side of the story. Her statement sent shockwaves through royal circles. People close to the family were stunned that Carole had broken her silence. Insiders say that Carole had put up with a lot over the years, from snubs to outright exclusion. But when she felt that the Queen consort's actions were beginning to affect Kate's happiness, she decided enough was enough. Carole has always been fiercely protective of her family, and she wasn't going to let royal politics get in the way of that. As news of Carole's statement spread, the palace went into damage control mode. Aides and advisors scrambled to contain the fallout, and members of the royal family tried to stay out of the fray. Prince William, caught between his wife's family and his stepmother, was reportedly furious. His relationship with Camilla had always been complicated, and this latest drama only made things worse. Kate, meanwhile, was devastated. She had worked hard to maintain a cordial relationship with the Queen Consort despite the tension between her mother and Camilla. Hearing that her mother had felt compelled to speak out was a difficult pill to swallow. Kate had known things weren't perfect, but she hadn't realized just how bad things had gotten. King Charles, who had always been aware of his wife's strong personality, was said to be in denial about the situation. He never thought that Camilla's actions would lead to such public drama. He tried to downplay the situation, but as more details emerged, it became clear that this was not something that could be easily swept under the rug. For Queen Elizabeth, the fallout was even more painful. Those close to her revealed that she was heartbroken by the public nature of the dispute. The Queen valued loyalty and discretion above all else, and Carole's decision to speak out went against everything the monarchy stood for. She had always tried to keep family matters private, and seeing this kind of public fallout was deeply upsetting to her. Despite the royal family's attempts to remain silent, the media frenzy only intensified. Headlines speculated about what Carole would say next and whether the Queen Consort would respond. The public was divided. Some saw Carole as a protective mother standing up for her daughter, while others viewed her as someone stirring up unnecessary drama. The palace became a battlefield, with Camilla reportedly demanding that Carole be cut off from royal events. But William and Kate stood firm. They refused to let their mother-in-law be excluded from their lives, insisting that she remain a part of their family. This was a bold move, one that showed where their loyalties lay. The feud between Carole and Camilla didn't just affect the Middleton and Windsor families, it had wider implications for the monarchy. With Camilla's reputation taking a hit and tensions running high, questions were raised about the future of the royal family. Could they move past this drama, or was this just the beginning of a new era of royal scandals? For now, the palace gates remain closed, and the royal family is keeping tight-lipped. But behind those walls, the tension is palpable. Carole Middleton's decision to speak out has changed the game, and it's clear that things will never be the same again. As the royal family braces for the fallout, the media continues to dig deeper into the situation. Reports surface about past incidents that hint at the long-standing tension between Carole and the Queen Consort. Friends of Carole recall moments when she felt slighted by Camilla's dismissive attitude, while supporters of the Queen Consort paint Carole as overbearing and unwilling to respect royal traditions. The royal family's holiday gathering this year, in particular, was poised to be anything but calm. Christmas at Sandringham, a long-standing royal tradition, has always been a time for family to come together. But with tensions running high, this year's gathering was expected to be anything but harmonious. And when little Prince Louis, with his usual exuberance, stole the show, the public reaction was swift and intense.